Hi darlings, and welcome back to Pass or Smash, new makeup edition. So here on Pass or Smash, we talk about new makeup releases, primarily indie brand launches, and we decide if we want to pass, as in buy bitch, or smash, add to cart. If you're new here, hi, my name is Liz, and every week I go through a breakdown of the new releases that caught my eye, and we just talk about them a little bit. And sometimes we talk ourselves into them, and sometimes we don't. So let's get into it because there's lots of things. So last week we mentioned that WhatsUp Beauty is releasing the Dragon Eye palette. Here's some cover art there. The cover art on this, by the way, freaking absolutely stunning. But when you look at the inside of the palette here, I guess I was kind of expecting more colorful mattes. So the mattes that are in here are very neutral. They're like pink and kind of purpley or plum leaning. And for somebody who is afraid of colorful makeup, who doesn't love colorful makeup, this actually might be a really good introduction to multi-chromes for you because there are some familiar pinky neutrally shades that you can use as a base. And then you can top them with these gorgeous multi-chromes. So in this palette, there are 5 mattes, and there are 7 shifty shades. Now, I was really frustrated when I saw the swatches for this. So from creator to creator, there seemed to be a lot of variation in what these colors are. At first, the first round of swatches, they looked really opaque. The second round, they looked almost completely transparent based with lots of shimmer. So the closest pan shot that I've been able to find of what the palette actually looks like is right here. And like I said, the promotional video, when they released that eye look with the green, and it looked like it was a black base green shade, but it doesn't really look like that. So I've seen a lot of different looks, and I think they are pretty. They are very pretty. But there was a lot of inconsistency in the promo pics, and I just found that really confusing and kind of frustrating trying to figure out what that color story was. It is pretty, but I'm on the fence about it. So I think if you have some of the other WhatsUp Beauty palettes, maybe you don't need this one. I don't know. For me, if it was on a sale, I would say smash just to try it, because I've never tried WhatsUp Beauty. I've never tried their formula. I don't have any of their palettes, but I am curious about them. For that reason, we'll say smash. I thought that the changes and all the differences in the promotional videos was frustrating, but not to hold that against a brand, that's against creators like on Instagram as a whole, but we'll say smash because it is pretty. Do I think that the cover art firstly is stellar. But I don't feel like the color story inside necessarily matches that same level. Like, where's the green matte? I was, like a green matte, even kind of like, a shiny, like, yellow matte, or like a yellow matte, or even an orange matte. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping this next go around from WhatsUp Beauty, we see some color, not just in a multi-chrome, but some color. So this palette does retail for $45. It is made in Italy. Which is kind of like the golden standard for cosmetics manufacturing. But we'll say smash. Why not? Why not? This is mostly hypothetical anyway. I can't buy everything. But, if I had unlimited funds, sure, why the fuck not, So we'll say smash. Okay, so the next one is a brand that is new to me, but it seems like people in the indie community are really familiar with it, and I have just never seen it. So there's a brand called Dede's Signature that has released, now this is the second palette that they've released since they were like back, and I don't know the history of it. I have not had time to do that research yet. I will in fact do that research. Cheers. But they have a new palette for Christmas, the Christmas season, I should say. So this right here is the Jingle Bell Ruby eyeshadow palette. There are 12 pans of reds, greens, and there's a little pop of purple and a shimmer and some like blue colors. So This palette is very pretty. I'm very tempted by it because it is only $32. And in the indie makeup world, finding inexpensive makeup palettes is getting harder and harder. So I'm very tempted by this, but I'm even more tempted by their autumn, like classic autumn palette. Here's a picture of that. There's a pre-order available for that right now, and that is very tempting. It's only $30.99. So we're gonna say smash. Very cute, very cute. Now those bright greens, you know, the swatches of this, here's a swatch of the Christmas palette, the Jingle Bell. I'm less intrigued by the Jingle Bell palette. I kind of want to see some looks with this palette, but if you're looking for a new indie brand to try, maybe this is one that works for you. I will put all of the information in the description box for you, as always, my darlings. But I kind of want the autumn, like the classic autumn palette. It's just kind of beautiful. It's just beautiful. We'll say smash. Why not? Why the fuck not? Why not? Dede signature. I will be trying it at some point. I just don't know if it's going to be right now because the Black Friday sales, they come in for my coins. All right, so GiveMeGlow. Listen, I know I have been hard on GiveMeGlow, okay? And that's because I just feel like they can do better, and look at them doing better. So they have a new palette that is releasing on Black Friday, and this is part of their Black Friday sales. So this is the Mystical Garden palette. So this is $39. There are 12 pans. There's peachy pinks, blues, and like kind of a teal color. And there's also like a pop of mustard yellow and green here. And the formula says that it's 9 matte shades, so it is very matte heavy, but it says that they're creamy mattes, and I'm intrigued by that. Is that a new formula for them? Because their previous formula was kind of, it was not kind of powdery, it was very powdery. You could still get really beautiful color payoff, and their color stories were good, but their pans were massive. These are not. These look like to be a standard pan. I don't know if these are a 26 millimeter or not, but there are 9 creamy mattes in the new and 3 sparkly shimmers. The only critique that I really have, I think this color story is actually really beautiful. The only critique that I have for this is that I wish that blue shimmer was a little bit lighter. So I am somebody who likes a lighter shimmer, not shitter, lighter shimmer. And I like to put the depth in with mattes. That's kind of my preference, but other than that, I think that's really beautiful. We're gonna say smash. I am very curious if this is gonna be priced as like an introductory price, or if the $39 price is gonna be like the regular price, but the packaging is gorgeous on this. I love that with their rebrand, they're really kind of leaning into this almost naturalist aesthetic, and I love it. I love it. So we'll say smash, okay? All right, so Unearthly Cosmetics has a brand new collection, and I'm intrigued by this. And it's because, one, I really like the Unearthly products that I have. Like, not every matte is perfect, not every, but I love my leather and lace palette. I really love the Hauntingly Glamorous. I've really enjoyed that. I really love the shimmers in Don't Be Jelly. A couple of the mattes I find finicky, but they have a brand new collection here. This is called the Dreamer Collection. And there, I'm looking at my paper. There are 4 cool toned berry and brown and pink bullet lipsticks, which is a new thing for Unearthly. They have liquid lipsticks that they've released previously, but bullet lipsticks are a new thing, which I love bullet lipsticks. I prefer bullet lipsticks to liquid lipsticks. I said what I said. So with this collection, there's also a highlighter trio, which is here. I think that's really pretty. There's some swatches of it here. So curious about that because I think those look very sparkly. And I happen to like sparkly. And then there's also the Dreamer eyeshadow palette. So this one here, now this is the only item from this collection that you're going to be able to get on its own. Both the highlighter trio and the lipsticks are only available in the collection as of right now. Now, This palette is cool pinks, berries, and purples, and there's a pop of navy blue in there. I think it's really beautiful. I'm gonna say smash. I would like all of this. I would like to try all of this. Now, this is available for a pre-order, and that palette, by the way, has 12 pans, 6 mattes, and 6 shimmers, so they are equal parts. And the pre-order is open now, but it will be shipping end of December. So, or excuse me, middle of December. Now, first timers can use the code Unearthly Beings and you'll save 15%. But if you're an existing customer, there's like 100 codes out there, but I found one. I'll put it in the description box for you, okay? Okay, so smash. It's real pretty. I really want the lipsticks more than anything. Now, I think there's a lot of different palettes out there that have these kind of cool tone pinks and berries in them, but I think that this palette in particular is really going to appeal to people who like a more neutral aesthetic. Now, I love colorful makeup and I prefer colorful makeup, but if you're going to do neutrals, I really like a neutral adjacent, and I think that this like is neutral adjacent shades in there, like the navy. So we're gonna say smash. I think it's really pretty, so good job, them. Okay, so the next collection is by Fantasy Cosmetica, and they have a big collection with new categories. So Fantasy Cosmetica is releasing 6, these are 6, I have to read it because I want to make sure I get them right. Okay, so there are 6 single smooth holographic shades. And these have holographic particles that are really vibrant, mostly during the day, like if you're in daylight. But the base of these is either a multi-chrome or a duochrome. So they are shifty as well as being holographic. So the pricing varies by the shade. I think I saw that some of them were like $16.99, some of them are like $18.99. But there will be a bundle, and the bundle, it'll have bundle pricing along with that little magnetic 6 pan that's there, which I think is very cute, actually. There are also 9 new bullet lipsticks. They just kind of went ham. There's like a green-based blue, which looks kind of teal on the lips. There's a green, and then there's everything from like oranges to classic red and brick red, and then some neutrally type shades. They're more like pinky neutrals, but those are there. Now, those are lightly grape scented, and they are $10.99 each, and they are a creamy, opaque, smooth, comfortable formula. And then there are candles, which I am most interested in the candles. I'm not gonna lie, I'm most interested in the candles, but they are a mixture of apricot and coconut wax, and they do have a wood wick. So if you don't like wood wick candles, you won't like these. They are $29.99 each, and there are 4 scents to choose from. I'm actually gonna pass on those, but we'll get to that. All right, so, and then on top of that, to finish out the collection, they have perfumes. Now, if you remember, I think it's since since Rogue, or is it since, I think it's since Rogue, they've been releasing a perfume with each palette, and these are no different. Now, this one has notes of beeswax, saffron, lit matches, which is like that sulfur burning wood smell, and oak moss, which I don't know what oak moss smells like, but this sounds nice. For me, now this is going to be launching on November 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Honestly, for me, this is going to be a pass. Now, the holographic shimmers, they're pretty, but I'm not going to pay those prices unless it's something like really special. And I have yet to try the brand, and I would like to, but I would like to try their palettes first. The candles I'm interested in, but they do have a wood wick, so I'm also going to go pass for that, because they just get, like, wood wicks in my house anyway get really smoky, and I don't have a big space. So we're just going to say the whole collection pass. Let's just make this easy. Pass for the whole collection, but I think that it's really pretty, and I think it's really cool that they're expanding into new categories. I think it's cool to watch them grow. So, but we're going to say pass for me. Okay, so the next launch, because I know there's a lot. Shroud Cosmetics also has like a library themed palette that's coming out. So this is called the Dark Academia palette here. And look at their cute little logo change. Look at their, it's so cute. I love like the gold stars and the blue, like the navy blue. That was our wedding colors actually. Very pretty. But this is a Dark Academia palette here. So there are 9 pans. And if you're talking like, let's talk about colorful, like neutral adjacent, right? This palette right here is like the epitome of neutral adjacent to me. You have kind of like an olivey green. You have a peachy, like a peachy color. You also have a tan color, which is good for blending. And I just think that their mattes in this are smart. This is kind of what I was thinking Krampus like got wrong is tonally, but the tones in this one are actually really nice. And I think they're going to be flattering on a lot of different color skin tones. So this is what I would think when I think neutral adjacent are these types of colors. And there's a brown in there. Now, if you already have I wrote it down because I couldn't remember the name of it. If you already have their Divinity palette right here, the mattes in the Divinity palette look a lot like the mattes in the new palette to me. So here's a Divinity palette, and then here is the new palette. So just so you know, they do look really similar to me. It's like I don't want to say that they recycled the colors, but it kind of looks like they're recycled or at least very close. Now, there are 3 special multi-chrome shimmers, and I think that's what really sets this apart is the shimmers and that are here. And I think that there's going to be so many beautiful looks that have come out of this. I'm going to say smash. I think this is beautiful. And I think if you are a neutral lover who's just kind of on the fence about wanting to try some colorful makeup, I think this might be a good bridge palette for you. So we're going to say smash. And there's a few multi-chromes in there. You can play with some like neutral adjacent colors, introduce that, throw some multi-chromes on top. It's a good look, you know? All right, but we'll say smash. So yes. Okay, so last week we talked about the Enle Rain Lands of Enchantment palette. Now that is going to be releasing on November 21st. But to go along with that, they actually have 5 multi-chrome single pressed shades here. Now these are really pretty. Are there 5 or there's either 5 or 6. I'm sorry, I don't have the picture in front of me. You're looking at it now. But here. Now, these are parts of the pricing varies by shade. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. The pricing on these varies by shade, but a majority of them are about $18. So that's here. Now, you can use, I do have an affiliated code with Enle Rain. The code is GARDEN. So you can use that on your order with Enle Rain, and I will make a commission off of that, and you'll save 10%. So it's win-win. But that's here. Now, those are launching November 21st with the rest of the collection. And for me, I'm going to pass on all of these, but I think that Rainbow, like is it Rainbow Seeker? I think that's what it's called. That one's really special, and I think I actually might pick that one up. But for the majority of them, we're going to say pass. Overall, though, I'm going to say pass just because I'm like the worst at using like random single shades. You know, I just am. But anyway, we're going to say pass, except for that one rainbow shade because I want that one. It's real sparkly. Now these I think are holographic as well, so yummy. Okay. And last but not least, in terms of pass or smash topics, we have Terra Moons. This is the Winter Equinox collection here. And again, there are 12 new shimmery multi-chrome shades and a variety of textures and finishes. Now, M. Jones did the pictures for this as well, and the pricing does vary by shade for these. These are releasing November 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For me, this is a pass, kind of an easy pass. I have yet to try Terra Moons. I guess I just want a palette, you know? Instead of diving into a whole nother brand of singles I have to keep track of, I just kind of want a palette. But we're going to say pass. Okay, So 2 more topics that are kind of not pass or smash material, but they're kind of like sneak peeks. So Lethal Cosmetics is sneak peeking the packaging for the Midnight Serenade. So that is here. We'll see what this is. I think it's blushes and highlighters, but I have been wrong before. So we'll find out. But interesting. Death Head Moth, moon in the background. Very curious. So we'll see. And last but not least, Blend Bunny has a new logo. And you know what that means. Blend Bunny has a new logo. She gonna release some shit. Maggie's up to no good. We love it. She's up to like too much good. I have a straggler. I just noticed it. But anyway, we'll see what comes from that. I'm sure we'll see something soon. So that's all I have for Pass or Smash for you today. If you celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States, happy Thanksgiving to you. Enjoy the football and the food. If you don't celebrate, have a great Thursday. And if you've made it this far, will you leave a turkey emoji and just keeping with the spirit of the week? And when you're out there shopping, shop responsibly. There's a lot of sales and it is very tempting to want to get into debt buying every single thing out there. I know, I feel you. I feel you. But you probably don't need it. I mean, you might need it, but like, do you? Do you? You know. Anyway. I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here and for watching Pass or Smash. And if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe, all of that. And even if you just hit share and hit copy link, it like lies to YouTube that you shared it. And for some reason, it seems to help from what I'm told. I don't know. But anyway, I love your faces. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.